Biscuits and Now Biscuits.
PNG to access Japanese coffee market. Treasurer responds to debt concerns. And PNG Resources Golden Exhibition concludes. A very good evening. This is National EMTV News. I'm Malcolm Waira. Thank you for joining us. The signing of a memorandum of agreement today will enable the rebranding of Papua New Guinea coffee to access the lucrative Japanese coffee market.
The challenge of exporting quality coffee to overseas markets has been an evident challenge as highlighted by the Coffee Industry Corporation. This historic signing took place in Port Moresby between three parties, which are Coffee Industry Corporation, Coffee Management Services Limited, and Mr. Nobuchika Ihara, the PNG Honorary Consulate based in Tokyo. Chief Operations Officer of Coffee Industry Corporation, Mr. Stephen Tumai, highlights the agreement.
In this case, Mr. Ihara will be our agent in Japan. We are going to send our CSE officer across on attachment. He or she will be a liaison officer there. So coffee will be exported to Japan through our Coffee Management Services Limited. And then we'll try to build the confidence of the Japanese market.
Coffee Industry Corporation and its subsidiary Coffee Management Services Limited are keen to promote PNG coffee at a high-level market, an opportunity welcomed by Mr. Ihara on behalf of Japan.
Japan imports about 400,000 tons annually from the coffee countries. PNG only export 1,000 tons.
He explains the importance of establishing this agreement on coffee marketing opportunities.
And then I'm responsible to Japan side to promote PNG coffee.
Mr. Tumai is confident that the establishment of this partnership will improve the value of coffee export. The signing ceremony, although attended by a small audience, is a significant move towards developing coffee opportunities. Amanda Elaitia, National EMTV News.
Coffee Industry Corporation continues to work towards creating market opportunities for smallholder farmers.
The aim is to ensure that local coffee farmers are given an opportunity to access bigger markets. After the signing of the agreement, the first container of coffee will be exported once all processes are in place and clearance is granted by relevant authorities. CIC is hopeful that this will maximize returns for smallholder farmers. PNG Honorary Consulate Mr. Nobuchika Ihara highlights this achievement for local farmers.
So there is big opportunities, but we have to work what we need to do. The coffee here is naturally very good.
Chief Operations Officer of Coffee Industry Corporation, Mr. Stephen Tumai, reveals this will help small coffee farmers to reach high-level markets.
Our farmers have been receiving, at the receiving end of the very small prices for coffee. We at CSE have been trying to elevate our farmers to the next level.
This first ever MOA will mitigate inconsistency of supply and improve timely delivery to coffee markets and consumers.
Our people were not so educated, not so literate in the past, so they didn't know about what coffee was. It was a cash crop. But now we have educated people going into the coffee business, and quality issues are one of those driving factors that brings in high value for their coffee.
Quality coffee is valued in high markets, and Papua New Guinea remains committed to meeting this standard. Amanda Elaitia, National EMTV News.
Samarai Murua District Member E.C. Henry Leonard questioned the acquisition of Misima Mine by Oktedi Mining Limited from Kingston Resources Limited this morning in Parliament.
Mr. Henry said the island needs proper exploration because the mine operation occurred on the island for a long period of time. He said there is a huge amount of money put into mining the area and proper exploration is needed.
You're going to sell or develop a mine of Misima. So, this is our position. Because I would have, we got to put him on 95 million Aussie dollar. And 95 million Aussie dollar for that acquisition. So this one, asking me, whether the Prime Minister is aware.
He further said exploration license issued has lapsed in March and landowners asked for the extension of the exploration license. However, the mine was acquired by Oktedi from Kingston Resources Limited at the cost of 60 million Australian dollars.
Well, the Prime Minister is also aware that mine warden hearing or conducting of Misima, all background, or talk like extension long exploration in Oglosalin. That was never mentioned to my people.
In response to Mr. Leonard, Prime Minister James Marape said his office and the NEC were not aware of any payment done between the two parties. He said he learnt about the transaction through the media.
Firstly, I want to say NEC is not aware of the transaction, neither is the Office of Prime Minister aware of the transaction that took place. And I would ask the member to furnish to me those questions in good writing. And I will get Minister, Trustee Delegate Minister to ask Kumul Mineral Holding Limited to ask again Oktedi. Oktedi is a subsidiary of Kumul Mining Holding Limited. Will be asked as to what is the total transaction and what took place in that mine. But I am informed through the media on the purchase. I have no full visibility into the exact details of the purchase and the transaction.
Prime Minister says he will make sure to get a full report of what had happened and make it known to the Parliament.
But this Parliament is entitled to a full information as to what has happened, and this question is a good question raised for public interest and good public policy. We'll get back to the leader, but also through this Parliament on the full details of those matters raised in this good question. Thank you, Mr.
Jonathan Sibona, National EMTV News.
Also in Parliament, opposition leader Douglas Tumuriesa raised concerns over the granting of a mining exploration license to a company operating in Milne Bay Province.
Speaking in Parliament today, Tumuriesa questioned whether due process was followed and if the license was issued in full compliance with the Mining Act. He described the move as alarming and called for transparency in the process.
Currently, we understand, Mr. Speaker, PNG needs more exploration of its mineral resources, and we are not against that. However, the manner in which the licenses are granted raises a lot of concern.
Tumuriesa urged the government to provide clarity, warning that bypassing legal requirements could set a dangerous precedent and undermine public trust in the country's resource management.
My question is, what is the result of that objection filed by the landowners? And finally, if the process of granting the license was not followed or adhered to as stipulated in the Mining Act, will you cancel the exploration license and redo the process to comply with the Mining Act to protect our people's rights?
In response to the concern, Mining Minister Rainbow Paita emphasized on the process and reassured that a review will be made.
So I can confirm in two of his questions that we will review, we'll check, and I will formally write to him as to the details of whether that process was followed or not, and if it was not, then we will take all measures to ensure that we cancel that EL that has not gone through that process.
Minister Paita acknowledged the concerns raised and reassured the Parliament.
I take this time to also let the House know that under the initiatives of our government, we've been asked to review those processes, including if we have to give exploration licenses, instead of just giving in first come, first serve, we have to tender to a public tender, which basically puts our licenses on the market. So whoever has capacity, who has money, who has good standing, international reputation, now got that okay, sim license.
Jonathan Sibona, National MTV News.
National MTV News returns after the break. Stay tuned.
Chicken kebab for dinner. Yum.
Beef stir fry.
Chicken curry, my favorite.
Kebabs for you.
Yum.
Stir fry for you. And chicken curry for us.
Magic in every meal, 1 cube at a time.
You get big data and big value with Telecom Good Pillar mobile data plans. From only 3 kina, you get 1 gig for 24 hours. And for only 150 kina, you get 130 gigs over a whopping 30 days. And with loads of Good Pillar data plans to choose from, there's a small, medium or large plan to match your budget. Dial *777# to subscribe. Telecom, connecting you anywhere, anytime.
Hi, I'm Chef Jules Henow, and this is where my true inspiration for cooking started. Like most of us, I learned to cook from my mum. Nothing beats simple recipes where fresh local produce is at the heart, especially when it's a home-cooked meal, prepared and shared with the ones you love. And in PNG, no meal is complete without rice. And my choice is always True Guy. True Guy, true inspiration through generations.
Does your yard look like this? Do you have a waste oil problem? With Dunlop Carbon Recycling, we have just the solution for you. Millions of liters of waste oil can now be recycled here in PNG. We are certified to receive your waste oil or other oily substance and have them recycled. So let us handle your waste oil problem and have your yard looking like this.
From the mountains to the seas to global markets, the National Fisheries Authority proudly celebrates 50 years of growth. We're advancing tuna domestication, aquaculture, coastal fisheries, and sustainable fisheries management. Through stakeholder consultations, policy reforms, and stronger surveillance, we're protecting PNG's marine wealth and shaping a sustainable future. National Fisheries Authority, sustaining our future, empowering our nation.
The all-new GWM Power has the best-in-class pulling power. Book a test drive today and hop into Broco Motors for a spin.
They prey on the living and come by the thousands. They will not stop until they get what they want. From the producers of malaria, dengue, and yellow fever comes a plague that will not and cannot be stopped unless it's sapped. Stop them dead with Sap mosquito coils, out now at your local supermarket. Rated deadly.
You're watching National MTV News. As Parliament resumed today, the member for Chuave and now former deputy opposition leader directed focus to national debt, calling for Treasurer Ian Lingstaki to update the country.
alluding to what he called was the publicly promoted Marape government fiscal consolidation strategy. Nomane asked on the floor of Parliament if the Treasurer could highlight the total national debt stock, to which Mr. Ian Ling Starkey replied.
For Papua New Guinea sits at a projected 65 billion 547 million kina projected for the end of this year. As I've mentioned many times on the floor already, this debt will peak at 66 billion 759 million next year.
He went on to reiterate the target for a surplus come 2027.
As we all know, we have targeted 2027 as that first year when our government will produce a surplus budget, the first since 2010. From there until 2034, we will then start paying down debt. This is from our current 13-year plan, though there might be some amendments to be announced at the appropriate time.
The Treasurer further highlighted what is anticipated for 2034.
Moving towards that all-important 2034, when, and I word it very carefully, we will give the option, one of several options. We will give the government of the day an option to pay down all entire debt. Of course, as we know, like running a business, to maximize our returns on investment, or in our case, maximize the production of goods and services, we possibly would most probably look at a level of debt that is manageable for PNG, one that we can continue, on the one hand, repaying, as we have done consistently, but on the other hand, maximize the growth in our capital budget so that projects for our members can continue to increase.
Natasha Ovoy, National, MTV News.
Papua New Guinea Resources Week concluded successfully with a summit dinner hosted at the Stanley Hotel in Port Moresby last night. The event was about recognizing the achievements of the resources sector over the years.
Over 900 people from various organizations, companies in the resources sector and stakeholders attended the event. Prime Minister James Marape and Minister for Mining Rainbow Paita were the notable guests among other dignitaries. Mr. Marape in his keynote address congratulated the contractors and subcontractors for the mines across the country, as well as the LNG project. The Prime Minister said PNG has a consistent history of resources production, which is the major contributor to the country's economy.
Over 100 years, we have been in contact with the mining and petroleum sector. All you have to do is ask Dennis of ExxonMobil. He will tell you ExxonMobil first arrived in Papua New Guinea in the 1920s. All you have to do is ask the successor of Oil Sets. Oil Sets has been with us, and the successor is now operating a company that has been around for over 100 years. You have to go to Laloki. You have to go to Wau Bulolo. Wau Bulolo was the busiest airstrip in the southern hemisphere in the 1920s and 1930s. We are pronounced mining and petroleum nation. Today, in 2025, we have been 11 years since the harvest of first LNG in 2014.
Marape further highlighted that the government is actively pursuing downstream processing of its natural resources.
For anyone out there who questions the credibility of my country, just look into the Kumul terminal export. No cargo, missed its export since 1990, always on time. Contract cargo dispatched to the world market. That's Papua New Guinea. You may call us a failed state, you may call us a struggling nation, but we honor our commitment. Government come, government go, contracts live on. That is the legacy and testament.
The event ended with the presentation of Legacy Awards. Samuel Togolo and Nellie James were announced as the recipients of the awards, recognizing their services in the resources sector. Pakatambua National EMTV News.
Also, Prime Minister James Marape urged the major investors in Papua New Guinea's resources sector to employ more locals rather than expatriates. He made this call during the PNG Resources Week dinner in Port Moresby last night.
Prime Minister James Marape said Papua New Guinea has enough manpower and skilled people in various fields that can do the job. He said contractors, operators of the mines, and LNG project should employ more locals rather than expatriates.
My people are educated enough. My people have the know-how enough. My people can do the business that you have been transferring offshore and importing offshore. Take my people with you in the construct of future business from the 50th anniversary on.
Mr. Marape said the government will do its part by implementing policies that promote economic stability, ensuring political stability and a well-functioning legal framework.
Whether it's landowner disputes or investor-government disputes or investor-local landowner disputes, we want to modernize our court system so that it protects everyone who live and work in our country, including those of you who are investors.
Marape concluded that PNG will maintain its steadiness in delivering successful mining and LNG projects going forward. Pakatambua National EMTV News.
The University of Papua New Guinea announced the appointment of its new Vice-Chancellor, Dr. Ian Findlay, this morning. This makes him the 13th Vice-Chancellor appointed for the university since 1965.
The appointment of the new Vice-Chancellor was made by UPNG's Council in accordance with the powers vested in the Council under Section 28, Subsection 1 of University of Papua New Guinea, Act 1983. As determined by the Council, the new Vice-Chancellor will provide decisive leadership under the Council's direction to achieve greater efficiency and integrity in management operations and university's academic program delivery, as well as lead implementation of the strategic initiatives under UPNG's reconstruction and modernization strategy for 2026 to 2030.
Professor Findlay takes over from Acting Vice-Chancellor Professor Cecilia Nambo, who has been Acting Vice-Chancellor since 1st March 2024, some 17 months. She originally agreed to a term of 6 months, but I thank her sincerely for having agreed to continue so that we would put into place our substantive Vice-Chancellor, which is happening today.
The outgoing Acting Vice-Chancellor, Professor Cecilia Nambo, highlighted some of the challenges that needs to be addressed.
There has been loss of institutional memory over 20 years. There's misalignment of roles and responsibilities of the Executive Dean in the student life cycle. The University Examination Board behaves like the Senate Standing Committee.
The new Vice-Chancellor said he stands ready to work with UPNG councils to serve the university.
I invite every member of our university community to step forward, bring your passions and ideas and work together to build a university that not only meets the challenges of our time, but leads the way with boldness, opportunity and excellence.
Malinta Yopolo, National EMTV News.
More than 38,000 students in the country will sit for the written expression national examinations on Monday, August 4th, 2025.
A total of 38,716 students from 238 secondary schools, including 6 national schools of excellence, that have been nominated to sit this written expression national exam. Secretary for Education Dr. Uke Kombra confirmed that all exam booklets have been delivered to schools across the provinces and were distributed on July 28. Dr. Kombra said to ensure integrity and fairness of the exam, the department has put in place strict security measures for handling and distributing the exam papers. Marking of the exam papers will take place from August 17 to the 23rd in Port Moresby. The Secretary is warning schools against any malpractices relating to national examinations. He said it will result in serious consequences, including non-certification for students, termination of teachers, and burning of schools for a minimum of 3-year period. Malinta Yopolo, National MTV News.
The Hagen North High School Board Chairman, John Wamp, has requested the Teaching Service Commission and the Department of Education to elevate the level of the school to upper secondary.
The request was made following a short visit by the Teaching Service Commission Chairman, Mr. Samson Wangiomi, with his team to Hagen North High School in the district yesterday afternoon. Chairman of the school, Mr. John Wamp, raised a point stating that the district has only one secondary school, that is Kitip Secondary. He added that the secondary school is overcrowded with students and that is also quite a distance far. Sharing his sentiment, school principal Mr. Martin Ant added that due to 166 Raksa introduced, Hagen North High School will now have more students, hence it needs to be elevated.
Current grade 10 students that in the classrooms, a lot of questions has been raised, and then even all the teachers here, they've said that Kitip is becoming a day school, and Bridge is giving us another big problem, and that shall it be possible that is some of the factors that is influencing us, that maybe we can be started off with grade 11.
Provincial Education Planner Mr. Stephen Tan said, with 6 high schools and 1 secondary schools in the district, Hagen North High and Kondopina High School has already been identified to be one of the upcoming secondary school in the district. Acknowledging their plea, Teaching Service Commission Chairman Mr. Samson Wangiomi said the request to elevate the school is in order.
Your request for secondary school is in order. But let's see, how many schools can we, in here can we make them become junior high schools?
Mr. Wangiomi concluded that TSC will have the final say after the Department of Education approves the elevation of the school to secondary level. Edward Luke, National MTV News, Mount Hagen.
Residents of Rarea and the neighboring communities gathered yesterday to open their Rarea footbridge in Central Province. This is a PNG LNG infrastructure project tax credit project designed and constructed by Tura Holdings Limited.
The 220-meter-long bridge that took 2 months and 2 weeks to build at the cost of more than 15 million kina will benefit over 11,000 people. Acknowledging this achievement was Hirikoyari MP Kate Iduhu.
For many years, the local community has been impacted by the damage sustained to the wooden structures that were their main connection to the mainland. Each time the bridge was damaged, the impacts were significant.
Mr. Iduhu went on to commend contributions that made the momentous event possible.
I would like to take this opportunity to thank ExxonMobil PNG and the PNG LNG gas project. This project was co-created with our community from the initial planning stage to final delivery. Tura Holdings Limited, a joint venture between Lava Holdings and Heights Gas Development Company Limited, is the company that has built the bridge.
The bridge was constructed under the oversight of the Department of Works and Highways. Representing the department was Brian Alois, who left the locals this challenge.
Across our land, vandalism is a problem. Up where you mean to look out in good something and heavy. So this bridge has been designed and used, the material used is
the completion of the footbridge allows locals in Rarea to easily access schools, health clinics and the markets, further expanding possibilities for growth and development. Natasha Ovoy, National MTV News.
To news just in, the former Kabum MP and our party candidate Patrick Bassa has reclaimed the Kabum open seat after the court-ordered by-election. Bassa claimed the seat with the absolute majority of 10,328. Now we take a look at the NES Fund market report. The Kina closed lower at 0.2412 US dollars in the interbank market. At Bank South Pacific, Euro Kina was buying 0.2337 US dollars, 0.3611 Australian dollars, 0.1967 euro, 34.90 Japanese yen. Looking at the commodity prices, at New York close, gold is trading lower, coffee closed higher, cocoa closed higher, copra closed unchanged, palm oil closed unchanged, crude oil is trading lower, copper closed higher. And on the stock market, the Dow Jones closed lower, the ASX 200 is trading lower, the All Ordinaries is trading lower. National EMTV News continues after the break. Stay with us.
Dear son, you ask me how I live such a good life. Yes, I've had some good luck, like the day I met your mother. But it wasn't always that way. I've made some good choices too, like working hard and keeping my super with NASFAN. They looked after it for me, which meant I could concentrate on looking after my family. Living each day, knowing that when the time came, I'd be ready for tomorrow. Love, Dad.
Daytech, the largest communication technology solution and services provider in PNG. We have the best brands and huge range of products for students, home users, small and medium business, corporate and enterprises. At Daytech, we have sound business practices and strong affiliations with some of the largest technologies in the world. We offer large range of genuine HP inks and toners at competitive prices with mid-range to high-end printers to suit your environment. Check out our special offers at our retail shops today. Daytech, innovative solutions, value services.
Soft and lovely hair growth cream. The new way to nourish your hungry hair. The first hair growth cream with natural origins. No silicone, overload of nutrients, and incredibly melted texture that is instantly absorbed by your hair. Available at Trends Essential Beauty Shop in Bryant Bell Plaza, Gordon's, and Eliseo Rainbow, Trends Salons, and all retail shops near you.
Tell him shorty come get it in. Come grind on me, but met it in. Mommy get loose, get loose, get loose. Pepsi in my hand, ice cold, no excuse. I tell him who's gonna bring the groove down. Pepsi with the fresh sound. Tell him who's gonna bring the groove down. Pepsi with the fresh sound. Pepsi, give me some Pepsi, Pepsi, you like it? Pepsi, you like it? Pepsi,
Serving for over 25 years, the International Training Institute, ITI, is one of the leading higher education institutes accredited by DHEST. We offer diploma in business management, business accounting, marketing management, small-medium business management, human capital management, information communication technology, and tourism and hospitality management courses. Download our application from our website and apply now for July intake. Application is still open for July intake. ITI, investing in quality and affordable education for your future.
You're watching National EMTV News. The Climate Change and Development Authority officially opened the Green Fee Initiative workshop today in Port Moresby.
This green fee charged at 50 kina on foreign passport holders when entering or departing the country and shipping or border crosses aims to offset carbon footprint and generate vital revenue to support Papua New Guinea's adaptation and mitigation efforts. The initiative is a crucial step towards mobilizing climate finance for PNG and aligns with the country's national and international climate change commitments. Acting Managing Director of Climate Change and Development Authority, Deborah Sungi, highlighted the purpose of the Green Fee Initiative.
The basis behind the imposition of the Green Fee is twofold. First, it promotes environmental responsibility by ensuring that visitors contribute to the protection of the very environment they come to enjoy through curbing their carbon footprints. Secondly, it provides a sustainable and independent source of financing for national projects under our climate-compatible development agenda, projects that are often underfunded or reliant on our valued donors and development partners.
She further added that the increase in the international visitor arrivals is expected to reach up to 300,000 by 2027.
Spending of potential over 1.2 billion annually, this initiative could generate an estimated 8 million kina in 2025 alone, which is the remaining of the year, if administered efficiently.
Ms. Sungi noted that this is not just a fee, but an investment in the future for our environment and communities. Moreover, the workshop today was to get feedbacks from the stakeholders, government agencies, and partners to implement the Green Fee Initiative in Papua New Guinea. Nicole Rama, National EMTV News.
8 council wards in Molitaka raised concerns yesterday that they were unable to vote during the Pogara Paila by-election to the State of Emergency Controller, Chief Superintendent Joseph Tondop. They now demand the 80 boxes in question be set aside before counting commences.
The frustrated citizens representing the 8 council wards in the Mulitaka area of Pogara Paila electorate gathered at the Wabek police station as the ballot boxes were transported to the counting venue at Wabek Primary School yesterday. The group expressed their grievances to State of Emergency Controller and Assistant Commissioner of Police, Chief Superintendent Joseph Tondop, regarding their 8 boxes being hijacked. A community representative claimed that for the polling incident that occurred at the Yambali disaster area, polling teams failed to reach the designated polling areas, leaving many eligible voters behind. Following that, the citizens have appealed to election officials and relevant stakeholders to discard the disputed boxes. In response, ACP Tondop said the boxes in question alleged to have been hijacked will not be counted or entertained, stating that actions will be taken accordingly under the law. The decision to admit or not to admit the hijacked ballot boxes, as clarified by the PNG Electoral Commission, rests with the returning officer. He further stated that his investigative team has already started investigation into the matter and arrest of candidates and supporters involved are imminent. ACP Tondop concluded by affirming that he will personally be present at the counting venue to ensure the process proceeds fairly and lawfully. Edward Luke, National EMTV News, Mount Hagen.
Goroka member Aya Tambua has raised his concerns regarding a certain alcohol production company incorrectly labeling their product and selling them to consumers, which is causing a lot of problems in his district.
Tambua said the alcohol production company has products that contain high percentage of alcohol that are different from what is written on the labels, and this was proven when they did the testing at Papua New Guinea University of Technology in Lae.
Genuine vodka. Again, on the label it says 5.8% alcohol. When we took it down to Unitec for testing, it was 39.4% alcohol volume. That's the amount of alcohol volume our youths are drinking, and we sit here and complain about law and order because we are not legislating this very important product.
He said there is need for tougher laws to make sure the production and selling of alcohol in the country is compliant with. This is because a lot of law and order issues happening in Goroka district are caused by alcohol consumption.
We must have one law, one stronger legislation to deal with alcohol and tobacco. At the moment, we have so many laws and it's so convoluted that we don't understand. You mean when law, but the perpetrators who said, "Yaman, Salimol, big alcohol volume, or picnic, we can't take them to justice now."
Jonathan Sibona, National MTV News.
The National Fisheries Authority, in its milestone achievement, officially launched its Fisheries cold storage and distribution facility in Guangzhou, China on Wednesday.
Speaking during the launch, Minister for Fisheries and Marine Resources, Yelta Wong, said that China market access is now complemented with the cold storage and distribution facility. Mr. Wong said this facility will empower local fishermen to catch fish for live export.
We're so lucky. We put our fish in here one day, 2 days later, it's all gone. And I foresee that our rural fishermen will be empowered by this because the money is going to go straight back to them. There's no middleman.
He further highlighted on the effects of sustainable fishing from this venture.
We will not get small fish. There will be measurements. We'll only get fish that we know that will be sold.
He said this facility is a starting point to further deepen collaboration with China in fisheries management, marine conservation, technical training, employment opportunities, wealth creation, and beyond. Products Chamber of Commerce President Shang Sao Kui said the completion and launch of this distribution facility has successfully combined the resources, market, and technical advantages of both countries, enabling high-quality South Pacific seafood to directly reach the tables of Chinese people. This launch follows the signing of the Trade Protocol Agreement on export of fisheries products into China at the margins of the Third Pacific Islands Fisheries Development and Cooperation Forum that was held in Apia, Samoa in 2019. Jacinta Doctor, National MTV News.
The Department of Lands and Physical Planning have successfully completed a capacity audit exercise in East Sepik Province recently. The exercise is aimed at assessing the province's readiness to take on given functions from the national department.
The high-level delegation led by DLPP Secretary Benjamin Sampson comprised of directors and managers from key divisions within the Department of Lands and Physical Planning. The team visited key districts including Maprik, Wasaragawi and Angrom district as part of a comprehensive assessment. This is to assess whether East Sepik Provincial Lands Division has the institutional capacity, technical expertise and infrastructure to perform both state land and customary land functions in the province. Secretary Benjamin Sampson said this is a first of its kind for the department and it is a crucial step in empowering provinces to better manage their own land matters. East Sepik Province is the starting point and the department intends to conduct similar audits in other provinces later this year. The East Sepik provincial government expressed its appreciation for the initiative, noting that the audit sets a standard for our national and provincial agencies can work together to improve service delivery and land governance. Nicole Rama, National MTV News.
National MTV News returns after the break with Trukai Sports. Stay tuned.
Accept the challenge. Choose PNG's favorite purified bottled water. True Wara, 100% PNG made.
Proudly bottled by Paradise Foods. Enjoy more talk, more text, and more time online with Telecom More Bundles. Choose from 8 plans ranging from 3 kina with 600 megabytes of data all the way up to 75 kina, loaded with a massive 35 gig. Best of all, each plan comes with an unlimited on-network call minutes plus on-net and off-net talk and text. That's way more time to chat with family and friends. Telecom More Bundles. Top up now.
The all-new, powerful GWM Power. Book a test drive today and hop into Barocco Motors for a spin.
Hi, I'm Chef Jules Henow, and this is where my true inspiration for cooking started. Like most of us, I learned to cook from my mum. Nothing beats simple recipes where fresh local produce is at the heart, especially when it's a home-cooked meal, prepared and shared with the ones you love. And in PNG, no meal is complete without rice. And my choice is always True Guy. True Guy, true inspiration through generations.
Nationwide polio immunization campaign will be conducted in August and September 2025 to immunize all children under 10 years, even if they have received polio immunization previously. The campaign will also create an opportunity to provide free integrated health services for eligible children, including vitamin A supplement, deworming tablets, and routine immunization against vaccine-preventable diseases. The first round will be implemented in mainland PNG provinces and later in the NGI region. Polio immunization will be carried out in health facilities by outreach and mobile teams and schools in your communities. Parents, caregivers, and community leaders, including lower primary school teachers, are strongly advised to ensure all under 10 years old children are brought for polio immunization. Remember, prevention is better than cure. Immunize your child. Act now.
This is a message from the Department of Health of Papua New Guinea.
From the mountains to the seas to global markets, the National Fisheries Authority proudly celebrates 50 years of growth. We're advancing tuna domestication, aquaculture, coastal fisheries, and sustainable fisheries management. Through stakeholder consultations, policy reforms, and stronger surveillance, we're protecting PNG's marine wealth and shaping a sustainable future. National Fisheries Authority. Sustaining our future, empowering our nation.
MTV's Vocal Fusion Season 12. Last week, contestants performed to the theme Symphonic Rock. This week, they jazz things up with the theme Jazz. And we also get to reveal who makes it through to the top 7.
And you just took us all over the place, and that's what jazz is all about.
Join us this Sunday at 7:30, only on your number one to watch, MTV.
Tukai Sports.
Welcome to Truka Sports. Recently retired West Tigers centre Justin Olam applauded fellow PNG Kumul Alex Johnston.
In a press conference yesterday, the recently retired West Tigers centre Justin Olam and PNG International shared his thoughts on the development of Rugby League in PNG and gave a special mention of PNG International Alex Johnston. When asked about Alex Johnston, the South Sydney Rabbitohs winger and all-time club try-scoring leader, Olam was full of praise.
Another try. He scores.
It'll be a great achievement not only for AJ but for his family and the greater rugby league community as a whole. I think the record's been there for I don't know how long, and for a Papua New Guinea Kumul player to break it, something for us to be proud of. And I wish him all the best and God's blessings. He's gonna get there. It's just a matter of time. And yeah, I'm really proud of him, to be honest. And for him to do that, it's really great. it comes in line with what we're trying to do here, you know, to see a Papua New Guinean like that achieving such milestone. It's only going to grow the game here, so yeah.
Johnston remains one of NRL's most prolific scorers and first player in history to score 30 tries in back-to-back seasons. He's admired for his speed and consistency under the high ball, continue to inspire young Kumuls around the country. Joel Mipari, Trukai Sports.
Papua New Guinea's National Women's Rugby League competition, the Santos Cup, is set for its 2025 season kickoff.
The PNG Rugby Football League and PNG National Rugby League competition have officially launched the 2025 Santos Cup season. Now entering its second year, the Santos Cup will feature 6 franchises: Gas Resource Central Dabaris, ENB Egma Gurias, Goroka Bintago Lahanis, Lay Snakes Tigers, Mount Hagen Eagles, and Moniplas NCDC Port Moresby Vipers. The 2025 season will span 5 rounds, with teams playing each other once. The top 4 teams will proceed to 2 weeks final series, culminating in the grand final schedule for September 14, ahead of the PNG NRL Cup final. PNG RFL CEO Stanley Hondina said the launch reaffirms the organization's commitment to developing equal pathways for women in rugby league. He described the Santos Cup as more than just a competition. It is a platform for grassroots players and bridge to professional opportunities. Games will be played in Port Moresby, Ley, Rabaul, Minch and Goroka. Hondina says players like Elsie Albert, now in the NRL, are proof that strong domestic platforms can lead to international success. Joel Mipari, Trukai Sports.
We'll be back with more of Trukai Sports after the break. Stay with us.
Trukai Sports.
Chicken kebab for dinner. Yum.
Beef stir fry.
Chicken curry, my favorite.
Kebabs for you.
Yum.
Stir fry for you. And chicken curry for us.
Magic in every meal, 1 cube at a time.
You get big data and big value with Telecom Good Pillar mobile data plans. From only 3 kina, you get 1 gig for 24 hours. And for only 150 kina, you get 130 gigs over a whopping 30 days. And with loads of Good Pillar data plans to choose from, there's a small, medium or large plan to match your budget. Dial *777# to subscribe. Telecom, connecting you anywhere, anytime. Nationwide polio immunization campaign will be conducted in August and September 2025 to immunize all children under 10 years, even if they have received polio immunization previously. The campaign will also create an opportunity to provide free integrated health services for eligible children, including vitamin A supplement, deworming tablets, and routine immunization against vaccine-preventable diseases. The first round will be implemented in mainland PNG provinces and later in the NGI region. Polio immunization will be carried out in health facilities by outreach and mobile teams and schools in your communities. Parents, caregivers, and community leaders, including lower primary school teachers, are strongly advised to ensure all under 10 years old children are brought for polio immunization. Remember, prevention is better than cure. Immunize your child. Act now.
This is a message from the Department of Health of Papua New Guinea.
The GWM Tank 300 has all the amazing creature comforts you want. And it really loves going off-road. Hop into Barocco Motors for a spin. Book a test drive today.
Yes, there's negativity everywhere. But how can we change that perception?
Join us Monday night at 7 as we hold discussions with PNG Christian Professionals Network, Inc.
Core mission is positive influence and leadership and positive influence. And we connect with our network members. Okay, we inspire them through our different programs.
That's on Monday night.
Hi, I'm Chef Jules Henao, and this is where my true inspiration for cooking started. Like most of us, I learned to cook from my mum. Nothing beats simple recipes where fresh local produce is at the heart, especially when it's a home-cooked meal, prepared and shared with the ones you love. And in PNG, no meal is complete without rice. And my choice is always True Guy. True Guy, true inspiration through generations.
You're watching Truka Sports. The Port Moresby Soccer Association has announced a scheduled break for the men's Premier Division to begin this weekend.
The Port Moresby Soccer Association competition manager Joseph Ame confirmed the first round concluded last week with the completion of week 9, which is round 1. The break started from July 28 and will continue to August 9, coinciding with the official opening of player transfer window. Round 2 is scheduled to kick off on August 10 and will continue through to October 12, with finals to be played from October 18 to November 9. During this break, other divisions will carry on. The Women's Premier, Men's Division 1 and 2 and the Under-19 Men's Division will continue their remaining and midweek matches. Midweek games for Under-19 and Men's Division 2 will be played from 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. at Bicini Grounds 1 and 2. Meanwhile, the current Men's Premier ladder shows Solomon United, Munkas FC and FC Genesis tied at 18 points. In the Women's Division, University leads with 28 points, while in the Men's Division 1, Keleiruna leads with 23 points. Under-19 competition sees Momase on top with 25 points, followed by Keleiruna and University. Joel Mipari, Trukai Sports.
That ends Truka Sports. The Money Plus weather report is next. Stay tuned.
Trukai Sports. Trukai Sports.
Hi, I'm Chef Jules Henao, and this is where my true inspiration for cooking started. Like most of us, I learned to cook from my mum. Nothing beats simple recipes where fresh local produce is at the heart, especially when it's a home-cooked meal, prepared and shared with the ones you love. And in PNG, no meal is complete without rice. And my choice is always True Guy. True Guy, true inspiration through generations.
Are you tired of standing in those long lines to get your jackpot tickets? Guess what? You never have to with Telecom USSD jackpot ticket purchase. Simply dial *321#, follow the prompts, and you are set for your jackpot draw. It's as easy as 3, 2, 1. Telecom PNG, connecting you anywhere, anytime.
Dear son, you ask me how I live such a good life. Yes, I've had some good luck, like the day I met your mother. But it wasn't always that way. I've made some good choices too, like working hard and keeping my super with NASFAN. They looked after it for me, which meant I could concentrate on looking after my family. Living each day, knowing that when the time came, I'd be ready for tomorrow. Love, Dad.
The GWM Tank 500 has a super luxurious interior with 7 family-friendly seats, and it really loves going off-road. Book a test drive today and hop into Barocco Motors for a spin.
Serving for over 25 years, the International Training Institute, ITI, is one of the leading higher education institutes accredited by DHEST. We offer diploma in business management, business accounting, marketing management, small-medium business management, human capital management, information communication technology, and tourism and hospitality management courses. Download our application from our website and apply now for July intake. Application is still open to July intake. ITI, investing in quality and affordable education for your future.
There is more to what the future holds. You be holy, man, no walk one time. Oh, 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 oh.
This weather update is proudly brought to you by Money Plus, with you always.
Now we take a look at the Money Plus weather report for the next 24 hours. For the southern region, Port Moresby City, partly sunny to cloudy in the evening. Darrow cloudy with occasional showers, rain and drizzles. Karama afternoon partly cloudy with showers and possible thunderstorm, then cloudy night. Alotau afternoon partly sunny with possible showers, then cloudy night. Popondetta afternoon partly cloudy with showers, then night cloudy with fog.
The weather update was proudly brought to you by Money Plus, with you always.
And that concludes the news, sports and weather for Friday, the 1st of August 2025. From all of us here, pleasant viewing. Bye for now.
This news program was proudly brought to you by Smart Start Breakfast Biscuits and Gold Nuggets.